Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Ram here, and I'm super pumped to show you my latest Mac app that I launched a couple of days ago on the Mac App Store. It's called KeyScreen. Applications in macOS are full of keyboard shortcuts. Take a simple example of Safari. In Safari, you can focus on the search bar with just Command and L, or you can change tabs with Command, Option, and the arrow keys. The next example is a video editing software called DaVinci Resolve. In DaVinci Resolve, you can import a video by just pressing Command and I. You can cut the video by just pressing the letter B. And you can select a video by just pressing A. Similarly, you can start and stop apps, especially menu bar apps, with keyboard shortcuts as well. For example, Presentify, you can just start the app with Control and A. Face screen that you're just seeing on the screen now, you can start and stop by pressing Control and F. You can even disable the text that you see below my face with Control and T. Now, let's say you are a content creator and you create content or videos around any of these apps and you want your users to see the keyboard shortcuts that you use throughout your video. You can use KeyScreen. KeyScreen stylishly displays the keyboard shortcuts that you press in real time. We'll now have a look at KeyScreen and see what makes it different from the rest of the apps. For that, let's click on the KeyScreen icon at the top menu bar. So you should see an icon like this. If you don't see the icon on the top menu bar, that most likely means that you don't have enough space on your menu bar. You can use an app like Ice, like I do, to open up your icons or show the icons below the menu bar. So this not only manages the space in your menu bar properly, it also declutters the menu bar. So the menu bar looks clean. So you can use an app like Ice, which is free and open source, to better manage the menu bar icons. All right. Now coming to KeyScreen, you can click on the KeyScreen icon there. So as you can see, KeyScreen is already enabled. I can go to the settings, which lets me to this window. The first is the general tab. The first item here, which I want to talk about, is the input monitoring access. So it needs this access so that it receives the key events to show it on your screen. But don't worry, it doesn't receive the key events if you're typing it on a password field, for example. It doesn't receive. macOS doesn't deliver those key events to third-party apps. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can click on the eye icon here to provide access and click on this button and you should see this window like this. You can just enable this one for KeyScreen. I've already enabled it. That's why I see it as granted. Otherwise, you will see it as not granted. If for some reason you don't see the app here on this window, what you can do is you can just click on this plus icon here and then select KeyScreen app from the applications folder. That will make the app appear here and then you can enable it. Now, let me bring this window to the center. Let's go to the next item, which is launch at login. This is also self-explanatory. This means that whenever you start your macOS, this application will automatically start without you having to start it manually. Then the next is menu bar icon. So I've given a few options to choose the icon that shows up here. For now, I just use the default K icon. That's different for this app. The others are kind of generic app. If let's say you don't like the K icon, you can use one of these icons. All right, the next section is display. The first option under display is enable key screen. So what this does is it enables key screen whenever you start the app. So once you start the app, you don't have to again start the key screen feature. So for example, this one, the keys that you see at the top, it's because the key screen is turned on. So if let's say I turn this off, I won't see any of the key presses. So let's turn this on now and I am able to see the key presses now. Display duration, again, it's simple. It sets for how long the keys will be visible on your screen before it fades away or disappears. Max keys displayed, that sets the maximum number of keys that's displayed at a time. Next is key types. Now this is something different than the rest of the apps. Most of the apps that's out there, they have only two options, either show all the keys or show just the command keys. But with KeyScreen, you get a lot more options here. You can either enable show all keys, which means that whatever I type, let's say I type A or B or C, all the keys will be shown here. But if I disable that, then I get more controls here. So let's say if I want to show just the command keys, which is the keyboard shortcuts like this one, making the window to the right or the left. So these are some keyboard shortcuts. And if I want to show just these, then I can just enable modifier keys. If I want to show the function keys or special keys like escape or enter, then I can enable this. Like for example, if I press escape, I see this. So this is something that you won't find in most of the apps out there. Before going to the next section, you must have noticed these reset buttons under each section. So that lets you reset the settings for that particular section. You also have the reset all settings button that will reset everything. Let's go to the appearance tab now. This is again a special one. It makes KeyScreen different from the rest. You have 5 different themes or presets to choose from. That's already there when you get the app. Or you can create your own by customizing any of the 5 that's available or creating entirely your own from scratch. So I have created a new one called demo here just for this video so that it matches the wallpaper here. I have chosen the a yellowish color for the font. So that's the reason you see this. If I choose modern, you will see a different one. If I choose classic, then again it's different. Now if I go to minimal, then I see a minimal key here, which has no animation because the animation set here is none. Similarly, gaming. Gaming also uses a different font. Last one is the neon font. It has a slide-in animation, as you can see. For now, I'll just choose the demo font. Going to the basic settings, you can select the size, how big or small you want the keys to look like. For example, let's choose a bigger one. So this is how the keys will look. If I choose a very small one, this is how it will look. The spacing between the keys, the opacity of the keys. Next comes the animation. You have 4 types of animation you can choose from, or you can choose none for no animation. Next comes the font. You can choose any font you want for the keys. And if let's say you want to add a new font, what you can do is you can install the font in your macOS and it will automatically appear here instantly. Now coming to the colors, you can change the text colors, background color, border color, and so on. Then the effects, you can change the corner radius. That means how rounded you want the keys to look or square shaped, etc. You can change the border width, the shadow color. You can even add a glow effect. You can change the glow effect or the glow color. You can disable that. And you can reset the appearance settings if let's say you want to go to the default one. But don't worry about the presets getting deleted because it won't delete those. It will stay intact. Now let's go to the Displays tab. A good thing about KeyScreen is that it can handle multiple displays simultaneously. It will show all the displays here and you can choose the position per display. And another great thing about KeyScreen is that it remembers the position for that display even if you unplug the display and plug it in again later. So for example, if I unplug this LG monitor and then use my default screen for some time and then plug this LG monitor again, it remembers that the position for this monitor is top center. You can even enable multiple displays at once. This will make KeyScreen show the keys on all those displays simultaneously, or you can choose to disable a few displays. In that case, KeyScreen will only show the keys on the enabled displays. The last is the key shortcuts or the keyboard shortcuts. For now, 3 actions in KeyScreen have keyboard shortcuts. The first one is the toggle key screen, which I already showed before. The second and third one are for increasing the key sizes. For example, let's say now it's quite small. I want to increase the key size. I can just press this. Key size is larger now. This is KeyScreen. So if you're a content creator, you use a lot of keyboard shortcuts, and if you want your users to visually see those shortcuts in your videos, then KeyScreen is the app for you. For those who have watched till the end, I have a special gift for you. I'll be sharing few promo codes that you can redeem on the Mac App Store to get KeyScreen entirely for free. No strings attached. If you want to support me or the app development, you can just subscribe to this channel or hit the like button. That's all I ask. Have a good one. See you on the next.